Since we spoke, I have changed. Beyond belief, I have changed. Essentially, I am the same, but my conduct around adults has changed considerably.
Kind of the same.
Names have been changed for both privacy and clarity. This culminates in a letter that was never delivered. April 5th, 1999. Well, that does it. I'm officially fed up. How have you been doing, girl? What's up? The sky? The ceiling fan? It's been a while, no? I tried to call your house earlier, and your mother flipped on me like I am some evil monster from hell. So I am going to stop procrastinating and sort this shit mess out. For starters, I never intended to lie in the first place. That's not how it was planned. I don't think like that. I was pretty sure that getting you on the bus would be no problem. Now, you told me that your mom was going to be home until after you picked us up, so we obviously couldn't call her. We were going to call your house to leave a message with your brother, but then your mom was home. And you told me she wasn't. The only reason we went to Anna's was so we could use the phone without using quarters. So in the end, it was the result of last-minute work and a big misunderstanding. I guarantee that this is 100% true, no bullshit. So please work this out. However, on the lighter side of things, I've missed you so much. You should never have changed schools. As for me, well, here goes nothing. I know your opinion of Ricky hasn't changed, but he has. He, Derek, and Goth Jess are verifiably my best friends, with all respect to you, of whom I haven't seen in so long. However, my life has been so hectic you really wouldn't believe it. And I guess I need one of those days to get back to my roots, you know? So I was gonna invite you for coffee, but if I'm on your mom's bad side, that probably won't happen. So by all means, please sort everything out and write back and/or call me. It's been too long. See ya, Jolene.
To Jolene, I've been doing okay, I guess, but I can't really fix things. When I got home, my mom asked me what I thought when you lied, and I didn't say anything. Then she said, "You are mad at her, right?" And of course I said yes. Well, what was I supposed to say? No, I'm not mad at her, and I still consider her my friend? They would have been pissed. You're going to have to apologize to my parents and figure out a way. Then I'm going to have to go on acting like I'm mad at you, and you're going to have to apologize to me. Furthermore, why didn't you tell me you were in counseling? There is a reason why people's moms don't want you to see them, and it's not because of your looks. It's because, please consider this. You're rude and you lie to them. My mother freaked because she told you not to call me or get anyone else to call me for you. Sometimes I do wish I'd stayed at Hillcrest, but I don't know if I really like it here at Hammersholt. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. I did know that my mom was home, but I was thinking to myself, one more screw up with Jolene and I wouldn't be able to hang out with her again. But I guess my plan didn't work out that well, did it? And on the phone, I asked if your mom could pick me up, and you said, probably. And I said, well, go and check. And you went away and came back and said, yes. I told my mom, yes. I think you should apologize to my mom in person or on the phone, but in person would be best. I don't care if you mean it or not. I'm going to say one thing on account of not wanting to appear too sappy, but I miss you. Aerlie.
Okay, that made no sense, he. Your printing is messy and I can barely make sense of it, but that's okay. Anyway, the key point is I didn't lie. I asked my mom if you could get on the bus and she would come and get us. She said that would be inconvenient, but if we needed, she would come get us. But the thing was, my mom got called into work that morning and no one knew about it. I wasn't contacted or anything. I'm trying to get the point across that I didn't lie. Another thing is your mother doesn't know anything about how I am. Since we spoke, I have changed. Beyond belief, I have changed. Essentially, I am the same, but my conduct around adults has changed considerably. I never used to know what manners were. Since then, I've lived, I've learned, I've loved, I've lost, and lost again. I've been around, but now I have so many things on my mind that I don't have time to be rude to my parents. In counseling, I don't actually go to counseling. That's true. Who told you that? I'm curious. Also, please consider this. This whole mom hating me thing is no trend. In other words, the only parents who dislike me are yours because of a misunderstanding and Katie's. I'll explain that later. And I don't lie anymore because I don't have to. I'm honest with my parents about where I go and who I hang out with.
Dear Jojo, I'm glad you've changed and learned not to get drunk at other people's houses. The point is that I told my mom that your mom was picking us up and you didn't say anything about taking the bus. But you still have to understand that I can't fix things as far as my parents are concerned. It was your mistake. I've probably changed a lot since you saw me too. First of all, I care more about school. I don't want to be a director anymore. I'm probably more outgoing too. And I really don't think you understand my feelings about Ricky. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. I disapprove of his opinions, at least the ones I've heard. Going back to fixing things, you have to sit my parents down, or at least my mom, and tell them you have changed, that you have learned your lessons. Counseling, I heard it from my mom, who heard it from Barb's mom, who heard it from your mom. My cat is smelling this book right now. Bye-bye. Aerlie.
May 11th. Hey, Aerlie, life sucks, and I'm too lazy to find a pen. Hopefully, I'll soon go to your school for lunch so we can get fully updated on my life. Ricky is going to Saskatchewan for 5 days starting next week. I know it's pathetic, but I'm going to miss him. The only cool thing about you being at Ham is that you can't hear what I have to say right now, and I will not get criticized for it. But here goes. I can't try to break up Ricky and Jazz anymore, because if I do, he'll just get mad at me. He's been avoiding me, and I don't want him to be mad at me before he leaves. Ugh, I can't stand my dad. And it's just getting worse. Nothing new there. Goth Jess came to my house yesterday and dyed my hair again. It's freshly purple. Dude, I gotta go to your school. I wanna go on the internet, but my dad sucks. See you later, Aerlie. Oh, P.S., I'm gonna write your mom a letter.
Jolene, do not write to my mom. I repeat, do not write to my mom.
Dear Mrs. Irvin, not too long ago, there was a misunderstanding between yourself, Aerlie, and myself. I would like to have this misunderstanding eradicated for the sake of mine and Aerlie's friendship. This letter was not written sooner out of fear of failure, but with recent contacts with Aerlie, which won't be mentioned, I would like to have this problem solved. These are the true events of that fateful day and the day before. On the night previous, I had decided to arrange a get-together with Aerlie. During the phone conversation I had with her, it was arranged that Aerlie would come to my house off the bus. Should the bus driver not allow her on the bus, we could call my mother at home to pick us up, and that was okay. The next day rolled around, and the bus driver indeed did not let Aerlie on the bus. I decided that it wouldn't be much of a problem because I could call my mother. We did call, but there was no answer. I was puzzled. We continued to call my house to no avail. My brother returned home from school. He didn't know where she was. My father didn't know where she was either. It doesn't explain why my dad doesn't pick us up. Aerlie told me you'd be in town and you wouldn't be able to contact you until you came to pick her up. She decided that walking to Anna's house would be wise because we needed to not waste quarters. While I was there, I contacted my mother. She contacted me and told me that she was called into work without my knowledge and was therefore unable to pick us up at the time needed. By then, we decided to leave a message with Paul, her brother, to let her know that where we were, and you know the rest. The misunderstanding was that while on the phone, I miscommunicated the fact that I would only be getting a ride if she couldn't get on the bus, but she communicated to you that we were just getting the ride. I guarantee this to be 100% true. That is, if you will take my word. However, I'm skipping a bunch because we're out of time. However, you should know, and I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but trying to shelter Aerlie from the harsh world, and I know it's there, will not do any good. I'm telling you, it's just my viewpoint. I've made many mistakes, and I know how to get along on my own, but that doesn't mean I'm ready for it. In the end, I would like to be seen in a different light than I have been for the past few months, and I look forward to continuing a friendship with Aerlie. Sincerely, Jolene Simcoe. Thank you.